Why are emotions so complex, and why do they often seem to work against us? These questions have likely crossed your mind before. You may have wondered why emotions can become so overpowering that controlling them feels nearly impossible. If you've pondered these thoughts, you'll find great value in Master Your Emotions, a popular book on emotional intelligence and self-control written by Thibaut Meurisse, a well-known French blogger. Meurisse describes his book as the missing manual on emotions that should have been given to you when you were born. But don't worry, it's never too late to learn how to conquer your fears and limitations and become the person you truly aspire to be. In Master Your Emotions, you'll gain a comprehensive understanding of what emotions are and how they profoundly influence your life. You'll also discover effective strategies for overcoming the most debilitating negative emotions. Emotions are often complicated because they're influenced by various factors such as past experiences, beliefs, and external circumstances. They can be intense, confusing, and difficult to navigate. However, with the right knowledge and tools, you can learn to manage and channel your emotions in a way that serves your well-being and goals. Sometimes, emotions can seem counterproductive because they can lead to impulsive actions or cloud your judgment. For example, anger may cause you to react aggressively, or fear might prevent you from taking necessary risks. Understanding the underlying reasons behind these emotional responses is key to gaining control over them. So, get ready to understand what emotions are and how they impact your life, and prepare to learn how to overcome the most cripplingly negative among them. Understanding emotions. Emotions are a natural part of a human being. They are like waves that come and go, just as the ocean tides rise and fall. Sometimes we feel happy, excited, or calm, while other times we feel sad, angry, or anxious. To take control of our emotions, we need to accept that they won't last forever. Imagine your emotions as passing clouds in the sky. They may darken the sky for a while, but eventually they will drift away, and the sky will clear again. We often make things harder for ourselves by holding on tightly to our emotions or thinking that we should never feel a certain way. But by allowing ourselves to experience our emotions without judgment, we can let them pass more easily. When we feel sad, for example, we tend to add extra thoughts that make us feel worse. We might think, I shouldn't be sad, or what's wrong with me? These thoughts act like magnets, attracting more negative thoughts and making us feel sadder. It's like getting caught in the whirlpool that pulls us deeper into negativity. But there's a way to break free from the cycle. Instead of getting caught up in negative thoughts, we can simply acknowledge our sadness without judgment. We can say to ourselves, I feel sad right now, and that's okay. By accepting our emotions without resistance, we create space for them to naturally fade away. It's important to understand that our thoughts are closely linked to our emotions. When we're in a negative emotional state, we tend to think more negative thoughts, which keeps us stuck in the state. If we catch ourselves dwelling on negative thoughts, we can consciously choose to shift our focus. Think of it as changing the channel on a TV instead of watching a sad or angry show. We can switch to a more positive and uplifting channel. We can remind ourselves of things we're grateful for or focus on solutions rather than problems. Remember, managing our emotions doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing them. It's about acknowledging and understanding them without getting overwhelmed. It takes practice and patience, but as we become more aware of our emotions and thoughts, we gain greater control over how we feel. So let's embrace the nature of emotions, knowing that they are transient and ever-changing. By accepting them without judgment, redirecting our thoughts, and cultivating self-compassion, we can develop emotional resilience and create a more positive inner world. Remember, just as the weather changes, so do our emotions. And just as the sun eventually breaks through the clouds, we can sometimes find moments of joy and happiness even when we are experiencing difficult emotions. Letting go of emotions. Sometimes we carry around too many negative emotions and they can weigh us down, making it hard to enjoy life fully. But don't worry, there's a simple process you can follow to declutter your mind and release these images. Here are 5 easy steps to help you let go of emotions. Step 1. Identify the emotion. Think about a specific feeling that is bothering you, such as anger, sadness, or fear. By focusing on one emotion at a time, you can address it more effectively. Step 2. Ask empowering questions. Once you've identified the emotion, ask yourself questions like, could I let this feeling go? Or could I allow this feeling to be here? These questions open up the possibility of releasing the emotion and create space for positive change. Step 3. Consider your willingness. After asking the empowering question, reflect on whether you are willing to let go of the emotion. This step helps you understand if there are any obstacles or attachments preventing you from releasing it. Step 4. Decide on timing. Ask yourself, when? to determine when you're ready to let go of the emotion. It could be right away, later in that day, or at a specific time that feels comfortable for you. Giving yourself permission to choose the timing gives you a sense of control. Step 5. Repeat the process. Repeat these steps as many times as needed until the emotion starts to fade away. Each time you go through the process, you'll become more skilled at letting go. Remember, letting go of emotions doesn't mean ignoring or burying them. It's about acknowledging their presence, understanding their impact, and consciously deciding to release them when they are no longer serving you. It may take practice, so be patient and kind to yourself throughout the journey. By following these 5 steps, you can gradually free yourself from the weight of negative emotions and create space for more positive feelings in your life. While emotions will come and go, it is true, you will gain the tools to handle them with grace and choose which ones shape your reality. Sleep and mood. Sleep and mood are closely connected, and the way you sleep can affect how you feel emotionally. When most people who suffer from anxiety or depression were asked about their sleep, most of them said they slept less than 6 hours each night. This shows that getting enough sleep and having good sleep quality are important for managing our moods. Here are some simple tips to help you improve your sleep and, in turn, boost your mood. Create a dark sleeping environment. Make your bed as dark as possible when it's time to sleep. You can use curtains or an eye mask to block out any light. This helps your brain understand that it's nighttime and helps you fall asleep faster. Avoid electronic devices before bed. Using smartphones, tablets, or computers before sleeping can disrupt your sleep cycle. The blue light from these devices confuses your brain and makes it harder to fall asleep, so try to stay away at least an hour before you sleep. Relax your mind. Find ways to calm your mind before going to bed. You can read a book, take a warm bath, practice deep breathing or meditation, or listen to soothing music. These activities help your brain relax and prepare for sleep. Be mindful of your fluid intake. Drinking too much water right before bed can make you wake up frequently to use the bathroom. To avoid interruptions during the night, try not drinking a lot of water, at least within 2 hours of bedtime. Establish an evening routine. Having a consistent routine before bed helps your body understand that it's time to wind down. You can do activities that help you relax and let go of the day's stresses. It could be reading a book, practicing a hobby, writing in a journal, or anything else that helps you unwind. By following these simple tips and practicing good sleep habits, you can improve your sleep quality and positively impact your mood. However, it's important to remember that sleep alone may not solve all good mood-related issues. By embracing the nature of emotions, practicing emotional self-awareness, taking proactive steps to manage our emotions and sleep, we can develop emotional resilience, create a more positive inner world, and lead a fulfilling and balanced life. Remember, just as the weather changes, so do our emotions, and we have the power to shape our reality by choosing how we respond to them.